Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And a dump off to White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
What you got? What you got? Huh?
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Stafford. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 50, Stafford. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we talk about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. He's got a first down. That's his first catch. Remember, he's the NFL leader in that category at the midway point. Back to throw now on first down. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now back to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They'll drop to throw. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5 now. Stafford, open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Blue 60. 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This is White on the screen. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. That's caught over the middle by Fant. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Kamara shifts by him. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 1st and 10, Stafford goes underneath here to White. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Chubb on the counter. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Stafford. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's got his tight end Fant, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're good. Pick up there, 26 yards. Back to throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. 2nd and 10. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He'll look to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air. Only 2 incompletions. It's first under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Kamara. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's caught. Cooper. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. He's got the connection to Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Running with Kamara. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They'll set up to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Stafford. Able to locate Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Going on the ground, it's White, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever ever met.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Kamara. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is the tight end Fant.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Play action. Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Let's go. Come on.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Zerline now for the PAT.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Stafford. Caught. It's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Check flag 54. Flag 54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open man is Samuel. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33. Here's Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up. Over 100 yards, we'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A loss of 2 there, second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's got Rome.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Catch made here by Campbell. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Back to throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Watch the pass, go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Noah Fant with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Stafford. It's complete. James White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away.